Hello, everybody.
Welcome to
This is Drake
discussing
and
the.
Ty, and welcome to Discussing the Universe with Drake and Ty.
That's me. I'm Ty. So today's topic is our first topic, and it's discussing the human condition. We have a few notes that or plot points that we want to get out of the way.
Yes, just
And
a few things.
After that, it's going to be very simple, just discussing our topics even more.
Yes.
Yep. So why don't you start us off, Drake?
Me start us off. Of
I
course.
mean, I can start
Okay.
off too, but you know.
All right. So, our first point that apparently we have to discuss is we are not exactly the best people to discuss this topic.
We are
Okay.
not.
So,
We are
our
seniors.
experience discussing the human condition is about maybe like consistent of 0.0001% of our lives, probably less. So just know that everything we say here, I mean, you should take it as fact because we're like super cool or whatever, but probably shouldn't. Just a little life advice there.
Yes.
Um,
I was slightly fascinated with the human condition
yeah.
back when I was a sophomore, and I don't know why.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just observed everyone around me because I didn't have that many friends, so I felt like it was my duty or whatever to just
Yeah.
record what people were saying, how they said it, and like how
Mhm.
people were feeling.
Some people would call that being a psychopath.
Some people would, but I call it being a humanitarian.
What's the difference?
Oh shoot, we might get sued. Stop talking.
No, this is a very serious topic. This is a very
Yeah.
incredibly serious podcast where we discuss only of the utmost important topics.
First episode, we got to make a good impression. You know, clearly everything we say is with complete seriousness. Every topic
of
we
course.
cover has been recommended and looked over by geniuses all across Instagram, and we use terms very strictly and not loosely at all.
Nope. Why would we? Okay.
All right.
So, in other news,
what even
is the human condition?
Wowzers.
Yeah, wow, it's almost like we're reading off of some bullet points
Like a
off of
script
a
we
Google
made
Doc.
2 days ago, yeah.
Like that we shared to each other.
How
that would be
weird.
crazy wacky.
Anyway, I'm on the most trusted internet informational site ever, Wikipedia.
Yeah, got it.
Teachers everywhere love it. Now, the definition is the human condition is all of the characteristics and key events that compose the essentials of human existence, including birth, growth, emotion, aspiration, conflict, and mortality. This is a very broad topic which has been and continues to be pondered and analyzed from many perspectives, including those of religion, philosophy, history, art, literature, anthropology, psychology, and biology. As a literary term, the human condition is typically used in the context of ambiguous subjects such as the meaning of life or moral concerns. However, those are on different podcasts that you can listen to later.
That's right, baby. Okay, so now that we've defined the human condition, I can safely say that I don't understand how people could have possibly taken so long to figure out the human condition. It's not very complicated. It's just it's very simplistic, okay? And we here on this podcast are here to answer all of your questions about the human condition. That's right, all of them.
We understand.
Every single one. We get it. We know what you're asking. All right. So,
what was
basically,
the first question again?
It was something about things happening and stuff. Which is that's it. That's the human condition.
That's it. Sometimes
things happen.
Life happens.
Yeah. Life just exists. Yep. But it's important. It's important. What we do with our existence. Okay. I'm about to solve all your psychological therapeutic questions,
Are you
okay?
about to read the bullet point that I put
I'm
down?
about to read the bullet point.
That I put down. All
Ahem.
right, go ahead.
But it's what we do about life that defines who we are. Look at that. Look at
Wow,
that. We did it. We
we
solved the human.
solved.
What a
Get out of here,
simple question.
Plato, Socrates. Y'all were fools. None of you saw it.
You know, I understand now why Greece and stuff like failed, okay, and inferior to the Americas, because here in America we understand these things, okay. They
Oh my
simply just cannot comprehend, okay. They simply cannot comprehend our knowledge on these topics, okay. Um, Holy Roman Empire, more like. No, it's gone. It never actually existed. We don't. Did you know we have actually no proof that anything ever happened? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Were you in the past? I don't think so. I don't think you were there.
Wait. Reincarnation is a different topic. Remember, we
Remember, we
can't.
can't. We can't.
We're
We
giving.
can't. I can't talk about anything anymore.
We're bombshelling a bunch of future episodes.
I'm so restricted by the shackles we have
It's
been put on by our fan base.
it's 6 bullet points. Calm down.
No, it's so I can't say anything. Okay. Next bullet point. Why must this be such a serious question? Okay.
I honestly,
So-
like you mentioned, it has to be because in ancient Greek and Roman times, I think it's literally because they had nothing better to do except think. So they were like, "What is a human?" Right? And then they'll be like, "Well, I'm a human," but then they'll think, "What makes me a human?" And that is why, that's the question. What makes you human?
Yeah, but like at the same time, there were these like deep thinkers who
Yeah.
like thought about everything, and then they also believed that Magic Man threw lightning from the sky. Okay,
Magic
he
Man-
took the literal thunderbolts and he threw them at people.
Magic Man is weird, all right? Magic Man, the Zeus guy, kind of sucks. Just gonna say it. And Zeus,
Okay, so I know that the
Roman.
I know the Romans stole all the gods or whatever, but like, what's the equivalent to Zeus? Is there one? I'm not exactly
it's-
caught up on my Roman culture.
No, I think it's just Zeus still.
Really? So
Here-
they didn't even bother bootlegging it. They just stole it.
well, you know how it's like Chinese ripoffs, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like close.
I have some. I went to like
Oh, wait.
Chinatown somewhere.
It's Jupiter,
It's Jupiter.
It's
Oh,
Jupiter.
I think it's Jupiter. I think it's
father
Jupiter.
and ruler of the gods on Mount Olympus, god of the sky and lightning. Okay,
Yeah, it's literally
same
just
guy.
Zeus.
Same guy.
It's the same person. Okay, so
I wonder
Speaking of-
how that even happens. Like if you want to go basically under the same religion, right? How do you get Zeus from Jupiter or Jupiter from Zeus? It's not even the same amount of syllables, not the same
yeah, but
spelling.
I'll admit Jupiter does sound kind of cool.
Okay, yes, Jupiter sounds cool, and yes, it is the biggest planet in our solar system. But how do you mess up that translation? Like at all?
Also, I've been thinking. You know how they're like the gas giants or whatever, and they're comprised mostly of gas, right? Okay.
Yes, that's why
So-
they're called gas giants, Drake.
Yes. Yeah. Can I just say
No.
say my point, please?
Okay, yes,
No?
yes, you can say your
Okay.
point.
So, why when we measure like the length of the Earth, don't we include our atmosphere?
I think
If it's just the
that's
gas.
a good question, actually.
If we don't include the atmosphere, how big is Jupiter really?
Then that would make Jupiter just its core, which I have no idea.
I don't even
how
know.
big that is.
I'm not an astronomer.
I think it's because
What are those zodiac signs? The white girls on Instagram keep telling me why they're so important. I just don't get it, man.
I don't know, but I think it's more along the lines of like different planet classifications, because we're mostly made of rock and water.
Oh, so it's like majority.
Yeah, so it's like we're mostly rock. And on the other hand, Jupiter and Saturn, Neptune and Uranus and all those guys, those are comprised mostly of gas.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's that two different categories, you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. We were talking about something. Oh, ages ago, we were talking about bootlegs. I was in like a Chinatown once somewhere. I actually don't remember. I was young,
Like an
and
eighth grade.
I got some like bootleg Pokemon cards,
Oh my god. Did you
and
use
they
them?
like I when I played sometimes yes, and there were two types of the bootlegs. There was one type of bootleg where they just photocopied the Pokemon cards and they just made the health, like they just multiplied it by like 10. So
Dude, that'd be
like
sick.
the
Imagine
Squirtle would have like 300 health.
roll up to your Pokemon tournament with a Squirrel with 300
But
health.
yeah, it's not as funny as the ones where they just scanned a Pokemon card and they just like changed the artwork to a different Pokemon and like changed the name. So it was like
So you have like a
Blastoise evolves from Psyduck in
dude,
his
best
grass type.
mega evolution.
Mega Evolution is just bootleg.
Dude,
Yo.
the Chinese scientists found a way to evolve a Psyduck into a Blastoise.
Man, what has science done?
Wacky. What is too far? But
You
that's
know what science hasn't figured out? The human condition. You know what we have figured out? The human condition.
We are
What's
smartest.
better, us or science?
We're the smartest humans on the planet, very obviously.
We'll leave that up to interpretation from our
No, that's a
fans.
fact. Anyway,
No,
what's next
wink,
on the list?
Wink, wink.
Fine, I'll blink at the audience. Blink.
It's like a double wink, man.
Yeah, I've winked twice, so it cancels the first one out. Our last
The final bullet point.
I was
fine,
gonna
you read
say
it. I've
that.
read the rest.
Okay.
I read the rest. No, it's fine. You
Well, I
read
mean,
it.
I've done some, but it's fine.
Just say
Alright.
the words.
Why?
Come on, you can do it.
Can't. Why can't we?
Come
Why can't we exist without questioning everything?
That in itself is a question. So
It is actually. I guess it's just human nature, because you know what else? Like like I said, philosophers back in the day, what else were they gonna do? You know, except think. So now they just make all these questions. But I'd say
I mean, they could have like contributed to their nation. I mean, I guess they did in that way.
They did in that way, yeah.
But why? I mean, I know we still have philosophers in quotation marks, but you never hear anyone talking about like, I don't know,
Like
like
new
everyone's always
revolutionary
like
ideas.
Socrates or something. There's not a lot of modern
It's 'cause
philosophers.
I think it's because the philosophers realized that those guys already figured everything out, or at least laid the groundwork above everything in the unknown. So if you did discover something unknown, or like quote unquote unknown, another quote unquote philosopher, no, not with it.
I'm losing track of the quotes here.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the previous, like, okay. If you discovered something quote unquote unknown, another philosopher would probably just say, oh, but that relates back to Socrates' point when he said this, or something like that, or in this work
okay.
by this poet from Ireland
So
or something.
we have literally asked every single conceivable question.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's why we've ran out of philosophical questions. It's like,
So here, I'm gonna ask a question that's not a bullet point.
that's why we left.
Where do we
blank
go
bullet
from here?
point. You know, that's a Minecraft achievement, and I don't know.
You know where we go from here? We discuss the universe with Drake and Ty. That's what we do, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
I think this was actually in disguise. Our first episode was a good explanation as to why we're doing this. Okay.
That's true.
Philosophers, they haven't asked enough questions about the important things in life, such as I'm gonna censor this out. I'm gonna censor this out because we're not spoiling anything. We're not spoiling anything.
Well, we can spoil one of the most important questions and one of the most heavily suggested
most
ideas
heavily requested
that we were supposed to
my
talk
loyal
about.
fan base.
It is the simple fact that the sun is
lame. Yep, it's an important question. You guys really wanted to know
pivotal
why the
topic.
sun is lame.
So, yeah,
I'll most likely be next episode. Yeah.
probably.
How long have you been talking for?
We've been talking for, wow, we've been talking for about 20 minutes. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going for a while.
Yeah. What
So
else?
now we can do freeform. We just talk about things. No restrictions anymore.
Yeah.
I feel freed.
Well, I mean,
Finally, the bullet points were so
it
terrible.
was 6 bullet points. Good lord.
I remember back in Vietnam when the bullet points were coming after me, and I was like, man, that's scary, man.
I didn't realize that,
Yeah.
Vietnam squad teams were named bullet points. I never.
Yeah, they were. It was
Wow.
really weird.
I'm-
And they also, like, whenever they would approach me, they would just start listing things off. And if I ever said anything that was outside of that list, they'd be
They'd
like,
shoot you.
kind of cringe, bro.
Oh,
Man, that was traumatizing.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. I never.
Yeah,
Wow. I will be more considerate from now on.
of course, yeah.
We can use hyphens instead.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I had a few hyphen homies, as they call them. Back in the day.
Wait, what's that make me if I'm not a bullet point or a bullet bro or a hyphen homie?
You're an underline
Dang.
because you emphasize things. I think that's what they do. Punctuation marks are weird. I mean, I'm just gonna talk about them for like a tiny bit. We can have like a full episode on that.
I
But,
guess. Okay,
like,
go.
I know a semicolon is like meant to transition into a different subject, but that's just a new sentence. It's just an
Yeah.
excuse to make run-on sentences. If you put a semicolon in there, it's like bam, no longer a run-on sentence.
English teachers got tired of putting periods down, so they invented the semicolon. I guess we could talk
Also-
about why English punctuation is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you go.
what? No, you go.
Oh, okay. So for those of you in the audience who possibly don't know, we're seniors in high school, and we just got out of our 6th period today.
Yeah.
And my 5th period is my English class, and my English teacher, Mr. B, he's a pretty chill guy, not that intimidating, very intimidating, but he did something that kind of like it set off sophomore year ties, like instincts, and it was like this vibe where he was calling on people to do like a DOL, which is like you correct punctuation.
Alright.
And I had this feeling that like I'm gonna get called on, but I wanted to like resist. And Mr. Bullington literally said, "Don't resist, Ty. It's your turn." And I'm like, "Did you just read my mind?" And he was like, "We communicated telepathically, Ty." So I'm pretty sure he's some kind of eldritch beast.
Maybe your aura just radiates so strongly
Like, all
that
the
he
way to
can
the
just, like,
school.
sense it. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But like through the technology is a way to connect all of us. Okay.
I'm more used
So-
to people responding to my aura when I can see them like with my eyes instead of across
Well, we
the
live in a
screen.
new age. Welcome to the 21st
I
century,
hate-
where people can sense your aura from across the screen. It's very freaky.
Buy Auratech today. This podcast was sponsored by Auratech. That might be
Who
a
is
real.
Auratech, you may ask? Hasn't been invented yet. You'll have about another 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of buying Auratech, sponsorships. I've been
think-
seeing a lot more of them recently.
Oh,
But
well,
I just have
that's-
one question: Who actually watches an ad or like a sponsor and goes like, you know what? I really, really want to
enough
buy that product.
people where
I've never seen anyone say they like ads, but like people have to be buying them, right?
yeah,
Who
otherwise
is it?
people
Who are
would
these
stop sponsoring.
phantom buyers?
It's just people who watch an ad and they're like, wow, that product looks cool, or that app looks nice. Maybe I'll sign in with this person's code, And then
I
that
see.
tells the creator, oh, hey, they bought this with my code. I get paid, right? Because I think sponsorships,
Yeah.
it's either you get paid like a little sum of money to actually do the ad, and then if people buy your product, there's like a threshold, and if you pass that threshold, you get paid more. So
Well,
that's
that's a good deal. Some of
Yeah.
the deals are just like, just give the money and that's it.
yeah. I think that was supposed to be how it was for Raid Shadow Legends, but then like I heard some
Yeah.
very weird drama going on, how they weren't paying anybody. So that's why we don't see them anymore.
Back when JonTron was advertising Raid Shadow Legends, I think he still is actually. I actually was like, you know what? Because JonTron endorsed it, I will just look into it.
So that's the mentality.
I didn't spend any money though. I didn't.
Right, but that's the mentality, you know.
The game doesn't even. I get it, I guess, but like the game doesn't even have any ads, so I didn't even contribute to anything. Game wasn't very good, by the way.
But
the whole revolutionary new stuff is a total lie. It's just a really boring RPG.
Believe me, I'm very aware. I never downloaded Raid Shadow Legends. I could see it for what it was from the beginning. That's my special ability.
No, I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't judge people
you don't
here,
know
except
who
when
I
I do.
You judge people a lot.
Yeah, that's why I said except when I do. There's an exception.
Is
There's a
all
little
the time.
asterisk there. Speaking of asterisks,
Oh,
back to
God.
punctuation.
Oh my God.
See, look what I did.
I
Full
saw what you did.
there.
I was gonna do that like two
Nope,
lines
too
later.
late.
Oh my
Too
God.
late.
I was gonna.
Asterisk is an all-purpose tool, okay? But what I'm wondering is that it's only ever used in like legal stuff, right? Or like, yeah, pretty much only legal stuff in like tiny notes. So I want to know, who was the first person who made the asterisk? What was it? What was its intended purpose?
I assume that because I use it when I misspell a word. After the message, I rewrite the word correctly and put an asterisk next to it.
That works.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it's not a professional punctuation mark, if you get what I mean. Like, if I put it on an SAT, it's not gonna look good.
That's true. It's more like a punctuation slang, kind of.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
What other punctuation slangs are there besides like asterisks?
The semicolon.
No, semicolon is actually you're allowed to use that.
It's like the cool uncle.
Yeah. I say backslashes. Because instead of using the word or, you just put a dash into it, which I like better, because or can sometimes get confusing and stuff.
That's another thing. Forward slashes. When do you see a forward slash used?
Backslashes just look so much more aesthetically pleasing, probably because English is written
left to right.
Yeah. So our eyes look at the tiny little thing at the bottom and go up, and it's like, wow, that looks so nice. When we see the forward slash, we're like, what is this?
Well, I mean, why can't you just start from the top and go down? In that case, that's what the forward slash is.
Hmm. So how do we relate this all back to the human condition?
I was going to talk about respect among people.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good transition.
I think it's pretty good too. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Respect among individuals, I believe, is an extremely important piece of the human condition and being human. Because to be human is to be sociable, and to be sociable requires respect.
Are you calling antisocial people subhuman?
No, I'm calling antisocial people who... Okay, antisocial people is a completely different topic, because like they actively avoid people, and I'm talking about like extreme antisocial. Like literally, if I see a human who isn't my family member, I will break out in song and a soliloquy about how sad I am to see that.
They wouldn't even do that, because that
draws attention. You're right.
Attention to them, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, off topic, but like to be sociable requires respect, because if you don't respect people and their ideas or beliefs, they won't respect you, which means that you won't be sociable with them, which means you're cutting yourself out of that social like mainframe. Ew, I sound like a genius.
No, you do sound like a genius, and I was gonna say, so that you make a good point where like respect is like the foundation of like world peace, basically.
Pretty much.
If everyone just respected each other and how they felt, we wouldn't be killing each other.
That would be nice. That's why we need to change everything to archery with blunt arrows, and war is just like a free for all, or not like a free for all, but like a team
Just a
versus
fun,
team.
well, for sport. Come on, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's
I
like
get what you're
paintball.
saying.
Whoever
Okay,
survives like,
oh,
at the
it's
end.
like the Cold War is just like, you know what? We can't take this anymore. You want to have a little airsoft game to decide which system is
Airsoft.
better?
Just Kennedy airsoft.
Um, can it be airsoft?
Oh god, we should cut that out.
Okay, so
Oh Lord.
imagine if like some guy was trying to assassinate someone, but he just used an airsoft gun, and he was like, "Guys, it was just a prank, guys.
Just a
What do you
prank,
do in
bro.
that situation?" Like
I
if it was an actual gun, it would have killed him.
yeah.
Like the airsoft bullet hit him. So what is the punishment in that scenario?
I'd say attempted murder.
But like he's not even attempting the murder. He's just attempting to shoot an airsoft bullet at him.
Okay, super dumb idea. We make airsoft
Disturbing the peace.
indistinguishable. That's better. Disturbing the peace is better.
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm stuck in a corner. Where do I go from this? Oh no.
Okay, how about we loop back around? Let's break through the wall back to respect.
Yeah. Back to respect. Okay.
When
I was talking about how. Okay, you go.
Okay, actually, you had a thought going.
I had a thought. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm taking it. It's too late.
Take it.
The
No,
generosity
I'm giving
is gone.
it back to you.
It's gone. I'm grabbing
I'm
it.
the
It's
generous
in my
one.
palms.
Just keep talking.
Okay. Shut up. I'm sorry. That was mean. I respected your opinion. There is some sort of. I was talking about how world peace was built on a foundation of respect or whatever, but what's the limit to how much you can respect a person? Say, for example, like, I don't know, Joseph Stalin. It's like you can't exactly respect his opinions, but at the same time, shooting him in the forehead wouldn't exactly solve anything.
It would solve the problem of him being alive. I think that's a pretty interesting problem. But I think the limit to respect would be... Wait, Drake, are you cut out? Uh-oh. Quick intermission while Drake fixes his mic, I guess. Am I allowed to do the Jeopardy music? I feel like we might get sued. Can we even get sued? Are we going to monetize this?
Hi?
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I could hear you.
Oh,
I think.
Were you saying anything?
I was having a monologue. Wait, when did I cut out?
You cut out like right after I said Joseph Stalin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my
At least
my
your audio is running.
probably,
Yeah.
I think my audio got it. I think because my green
I hope
thing was
so.
lighting up on my
Okay.
Discord. This video is sponsored by Discord. It's not sponsored by
It's
Discord.
not sponsored by Discord. No.
Discord is
They could sponsor us.
removing is supposedly they're making it less. They're more casual friendly. Apparently, I saw like an
Right.
article about this where because of quarantine and stuff, more people are drawn to like Discord as like a source to talk to other people. So,
Wait,
but
Discord's
like
been a
not all of
platform
them
to
are
talk to
gamers
people.
because Discord was originally meant for epic gamers like us.
Yeah, like us.
So apparently they're removing a bunch of like gamer slang and stuff from like or like inside jokes from the platform to just make it more
Why?
uniform. And
Why,
I for one,
though?
I don't like that.
That's
It just makes
kinda-
Discord another corporate social media platform that's not even technically social media.
That makes it like still better than Zoom because you have like
Yeah,
service
it's
and
still
stuff.
better than Zoom.
But also kind of like Zoom.
Yeah, but also kind of like Zoom.
Also,
Google
why,
Meets. Have you
why-
seen Google Meets?
I've been using Google Meets actually.
I don't like
with
it as
my
much as Zoom.
animation teacher. Yeah, he Mr.
L.
L from Death
Take
Note.
this L. Yeah.
Two different perspectives, I guess. But yeah, he uses Google Meets, and he was asking about using Zoom, and people were like, "It's pretty much the same thing." And
It's not though.
yeah, to be honest, it kind of is, but it's also not. Because I've noticed like camera quality like shoots down, like way down on Zoom, or not on Zoom, on Google Meets, and I can't tell why that is.
On Google Meets, less people appear on the screen at the same time, which is really annoying. Like only 9 people are on the screen at the
Actually,
same time. While
he
in
has a
Zoom,
plugin
it's
for
like,
that shows
is a
everybody.
okay. If you have to do a mod to make your system better, I don't think your system works as well as a
Yeah.
different one. That's like saying that's like taking like a calculator that can only solve 2 plus 2 and being like, oh, but you can modify it to make it solve the equation
Just get a
for
better
life.
calculator. Yeah. I mean,
Doesn't make the calculator good.
actually,
It makes the modifications good.
I'd mod that calculator. I want the answer to life. That'd be neat.
That would be neat.
Or I mean, I actually
You know
have
what
the
the
answer to
answer to
life.
life is?
We're gonna talk about it in a different
The
podcast.
human condition. That's what it's all about.
Wow.
Searching for the meaning of life. How long has it been? I think we're out of time. I think we're up. I think we're finished.
It's been
Finito.
30 minutes.
It's been a long day
One final.
without you, my friend.
I guess we could do one final little tidbit about the human condition. Yeah, what you said about world peace and stuff and respect. It's definitely a difficult topic that 2 dudes over Discord can't do.
Yeah.
But I'd say, like, if you wanted world peace, all problems would have to be solved. And no one can be oppressed. No one can be shot down. All ideas are relative. And all discussions must be handled peacefully. So,
but there's always going to
there's
be
always
one
going to be
person
one guy
that doesn't want at least one of those things.
Yeah, and
don't ask me why. There's just going to be one.
But
person.
It's important to also acknowledge that he doesn't want that kind of thing, and maybe it's important about convincing or helping him deal with the fact that it exists. That's what I think world peace should be defined as.
Yeah.
Or
maybe
what
our current definition of world peace isn't what we should be thinking that world peace is. We keep on looking to the same answer over and over again to try and get to it, in which just everyone's happy, everyone agrees with each other all the time, and nothing wrong happens.
But that's impossible because
you gotta look at it from a different angle.
Yeah.
There is a possible world peace, but we keep looking at the wrong type of world peace.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, literally, I still find it hilarious how North Korea talked to Trump. And, like, the first time, it was like, okay, this Trump guy seems interesting. We can talk to him. And then, like, the fourth time, they just cut him out. And, like, no contact ever again. And I find that hilarious that even North Korea and, like, Kim Jong-un, that guy, you know, that guy.
No,
famous,
not that guy.
Famous for certain things.
Yeah.
Would stop talking to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Which is like, I find it so exhilaratingly funny. Just like, dude, the irony.
Not to get too political, yeah, but it is pretty funny. How badly
do you need to screw up?
Stuff.
Yeah, how badly do you need to screw up that a dictator leaves you on red?
But I mean, for now at least, North Korea has kind of just left everyone alone, as far as I can remember.
I'm happy with that. Yeah,
that's fine by me. They can go be their dictatorship just within their own little bubble. I mean, that's fine, sure.
Maybe that's world peace. Just everybody's in a bubble and doesn't care about everybody else.
Every bad community is just in their own separate bubble, and we just don't interact with each other. I like that idea. That's it. That's the human condition. You have to find your group of people.
Yeah. I guess we didn't.
This has been discussing the universe with Drake and Ty. I'm Drake.
I'm Ty.
And Ty.
Tune in next week when we talk about the sun
How
is
the
lame.
sun is lame. Yeah. Yep. See you guys then.
We need outro music, maybe.
We do. We do.